welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, your Game Master for Star Trek Adventures. Alright, so, after the last mission, you guys doubled up because we're just not going to have a whole lot more missions of this left, and I don't know if I'd really want to start a custom campaign with this.
You'd have full of combat, right? Yeah, lots of work tracks.
Yeah, work tracks in combat. They're beautiful. Okay. So, Captain's Law. As part of the Escalante's project to educate people about Starfleet's role in the daily running of the Federation, we've been directed to Starbase Hephaestus. Hephaestus is a Starfleet medical facility, one part long-term convalescence, one part research station. It's also home to Starfleet royalty. Dr. Elizabeth Nostrum, the station's first CO, and her daughter Abigail and granddaughter Captain Tara Jenner have followed in her footsteps. Lifesavers and risk takers all. I studied Elizabeth Nostrum at the Academy. Can't wait to meet her granddaughter, and my crew can't wait to have a little fun.
We're having fun?
We're going to Risa?
No.
No, granted, no, not that kind of fun.
Science festival, of course you have fun. You do experiments.
What is this, Voltech? Fallout University, Voltech.
Okay.
They did experiments on their volunteers.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I put it all to one. No, I want it on ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was rolling these off as 20. It's like, no. That's bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
One.
Well, you're just laying them on the wrong. When you lay them on that side, on the D20s, you're flattening the one ever so perceptibly so the 20 comes up.
Really?
Sounds possible.
Could I also be deforming it in some way? It's the light hitting it more and hitting it a little bit warmer.
Maybe. You can always try the trick where you bake them in the oven at a really low temperature and actually do deform them. So they'll roll 20s.
I have enough 20s to maybe test that, but...
So there's a new prototype
Bad for the game.
operating system called Project Escalante. It's being introduced by the Daystrom Institute.
Oh no, not that Daystrom character.
And so two of the people who are working on it gave me a little profile on them. The science officer, Kinski Reed. Kinski Reed describes himself as one half Russian, one half Scottish, and one half awesome, because he transcends puny three-dimensional science.
Okay.
That's the description?
That's the description of it.
Oh wow, okay. Brady's not good at math.
Kinski has an endlessly dry wit and humor as part of everything he does. He's far and away the most popular officer in the classrooms, and others have started to hand their assignments to him. And then you've got Commander Malno Laskari, Corps of Engineers. Tellarite engineer Malno Laskari is precise, brilliant, and fast. Used to the high gravity of her own world, she zips around a player vessel like an overcaffeinated puppy. His deep, profound love for projects and other cultures is constantly working to make the staff of his Escalante project easier.
Did that say over-caffeinated puppy?
Yep.
Okay, this is an interesting author.
So, Starbase Hephaestus is a deceptively small station with a staff of just over 300. Its central section houses the power and computer cores, command decks, crew accommodation, and public areas, all based around a single central multi-story atrium. 3 additional modules arranged around an isolation and intensive care ward, a full hospital and lab complex, and 3 ships can dock at any time at the station, capable of 300 extra people. Also has double duty as a field hospital and secondary archive for Starfleet medical research. The primary archive remains part of Memory Alpha. Hephaestus acts as an off-site backup with sort of the latest findings from Starfleet medical officers in the water.
Or any of the findings that our crew have made here.
Maybe.
You guys might want to talk that up.
I don't know.
They didn't let me keep any of it.
True. But you might want to find out what they've done with it, maybe.
As you approach, you notice there is an Orion ship currently docked.
Oh?
but apparently it's checked in with some casualties. Badly damaged in an attack. Security personnel spending time with the Orion spot straight away. These men and women are career military.
Okay.
So a little wary about Orions,
Yeah.
as they should be. But so far the Orions haven't done anything like the Klingons over at Space Station K7. They're like, we're just here.
No stealing, exploiting, or anything else that the Orions are known for?
Yeah.
Apparently they have been asking some questions of the communications staff. Like, very intrusive questions. Like how things work that Starfleet wouldn't tell Orions. But so far they haven't like pushed the issue. So it's like, that's very suspicious why you're asking this.
Okay.
Alright.
In any case, your medical staff will feel right at home on Facius, as well as a chance to catch up on the latest events out of the Quadrant. Facius is also home to the team developing the Nostrum Emergency program that they were talking about earlier, Daystrom Institute, developing this automated medical program.
Robots
kind
taking
of-
a job.
Kind of a
Yeah.
precursor to emergency
Yeah.
medical.
Yeah, EMH. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you just think of that, or did they actually suggest that?
It's suggested, because this mission is based in Next Gen, but it suggested make it a precursor to that. If you're an original series, make it some sort of like non-physical, non-hologram. Even though the animated series had the holodeck, a lot of people don't consider that canon.
But it's the first time it's
Yeah.
The
James
James T.
Tiberius
Kirk, yeah, James Tiberius Kirk is taken from the animated series. So you're gonna cherry pick some things and not pick others. Really. And the whole thing's canon. It was on TV. That was Gene Roddenberry's thing. It's on television or in the movies. It's canon.
Until he died. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I like DS9.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, was that before he died, or after? Oh, it's
Pretty sure that was
DS9.
moving after.
DS9 was after he died.
And it was
After
definitely
nine, yeah.
against his whole notion of
good guy.
the Federation or
Like, well, I don't know. I mean, the DS9, they weren't attacking people or anything. They were just defending themselves the most. They were just out in Batman, Badland, sort of.
yeah. But then there was that episode where Cisco works with Garrick. No. The tailor.
Garrett.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah,
Garrick.
Taylor,
Yeah.
yeah.
And in order to try to convince the Romulans over to get into the Dominion War against the Dominion,
Okay, yeah.
and it ends up in an assassination plot. Really,
Uh-huh.
he didn't really want it to be that way, but it ended up being that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Is that the one where he goes, it's a fake?
Yes.
Yes.
Cardassians. They were, but then Taylor or Cardassian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was always interesting.
I don't
I
know.
liked him.
Yeah. Very interesting. Okay.
Mainly, we're just giving you an opportunity to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
So Orions are being sneaky.
Orions are being Orions.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in the medical bay, this program is one of the this young Vulcan to Vril. Apparently, this is not just a Federation project, and the Vulcans are more helpful in this regard.
Well,
Yeah.
Vulcans are part of the Federation.
Yeah, by this point. But
Yeah.
the only one that's really significant is Spock in terms of Vulcan science.
Well,
Most other people are just consulting. They're
Okay,
actually
Spock in Starfleet.
Starfleet. That's
He's in
it.
Starfleet.
Yeah.
There'd be a difference between Federation and Starfleet.
Yeah.
Right.
So this program is practicing singing opera. Apparently, the idea of this emergency doctor is to not only be capable of healing the patient, but to comfort and have personality.
Personal.
Got personality.
Yes.
And giving it opera lessons is going to help that?
I mean, to have the as you enter the room, Tavril asks the computer to stop the opera program.
Yes.
The audio waveforms tests. Yeah, they're working on the Arcturus 5 plague outbreak. So apparently the waveforms of plague fragments closely resemble human music in some cases and human speech in others. In each case, though, the fragments are massive, as though there's a lot of data that isn't being spoken. DeVril is using an opera as a comparator to see if the plague is a form of music.
Music, like?
Well, apparently, if you put the audio waveform of the plague, it closely matches this opera.
What's the opera?
This is some fringe science right here.
It does not say.
Probably Klingon opera. You know, that's always the best. But anyway.
Of course, you don't know Shakespeare until you've read it in the original Klingon.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one repeated word out of what the Universal Translator has depicted as Zachriel.
Zachriel?
Yes.
Now, how do they convert this plague? I mean, what is it, like the DNA strands from some virus or something? How is this plague associated with music? What
It's called the Aria plague.
What are they? Oh yeah. What are the symptoms? Does it tell you?
PTSD and other, it's like a audio manipulation of some sort. It makes people go insane just by hearing it. So they're trying to figure out.
So they're playing it loudly in the room.
No, they're playing something else.
Similar.
They're not playing it. They're analyzing the waveforms of the sound that's causing this plague and trying to compare it to.
So the
Is
plague
this
is
music?
spread
Is this
by
word?
sound.
Yes.
Huh. Sounds like programming the brain. Okay.
It's an intriguing method. Maybe if you could transmit that audio format over a communication system, have it hidden somehow in the background while you're talking to somebody, you're trying to make a negotiation. What's that in the background? I don't mind that. Anyways.
Apparently, a complete roster of the Arcturus 5 colonists that were infected reveals the names of over 100 Orion colonists. Apparently, the reason the Orions may also be here is to try to also find a cure because it infected their planet as well.
Okay.
Or weaponize it.
No, it sounds as though
Sounds
as though if someone is infected, unless they sing this tune, it doesn't transmit beyond them unless they figure out where the source is.
But if I want to make an insight and security task with a difficulty of 2.
Security, yes. Insight, not so much.
Maybe you should have brought that up.
That's only going to be a 12 for me.
I've got 13.
You got highest.
You got it.
I will assist you.
Right?
I will sit and look at the robot thing they're trying to build.
Got 2 successes.
Nope.
I got 2
Not a
successes.
critical failure, but
Oh. Yeah. I got a 6 and 11. So tell us about it.
Right. The communication staff, all the communication staff that's gambling with the Orions have worked on this device. If they mention this, it becomes extremely trouble. Several of the crew members were not assigned to the research. Apparently some of the station members have been discussing this research with the Orions. It's like, well, we were trying to keep this low key, like part of our immediate group. Okay. Anyways,
they're going to
So that mean people who are infected start singing opera?
no, they just have like signs of PTSD and madness.
Okay.
It's like some sort of.
Yeah.
guess kind of like a dog whistle, a high enough pitch that maybe is perceptible to certain people, but those who can hear it, just audio plague.
Is there, on the list of infected, can we tell what species are affected by it?
Humans, Orions, and Vulcan have been confirmed. They're trying to kind of keep it low key in case people do try to use it intentionally. Trying to figure out where it's coming from, how to stop it, how to quarantine people who have it.
But Loki's involved. We can find Thor. You said Loki twice. I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
I was going to go with a G.
yeah. G.
A
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer F. But anyway.
That's what I got in school.
On the base class. Yep. Anyway.
Okay, so if you want to investigate programming of this, it's going to be a reason plus science. Difficulty of 4.
Assisted by the computer?
Sure.
What is computer doing? Computer and science?
Computer and science, yeah.
Success.
What's this? Yep.
Yes. 3 successes.
All right.
So you got 4 successes.
There's a subroutine hidden deep within the program. It's designed to override every communication station and channel on the station and broadcast and play fragments to trigger a second outbreak.
I'd like to delete that, or isolate it, or
Daystrom, bring Daystrom up on charges? Who's their programmer?
Well,
It can turn. The idea is to turn every communication system it can access into an infection vector.
our computer systems haven't been connected with it, has it?
No.
Ship? Okay.
No.
I mean, we're docked, presumably.
Well, yeah.
Wait a minute, are we on a planet?
No, you're on a space station.
Wait, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
They also recommend to have like famous people. Obviously, they're listing off people from Next Generation. And it's like, well, was I was pretty sure Pulaski was old enough to have been on the original series. No.
No. She was an older lady,
McCoy
but she doesn't have
wasn't
that
that
old.
old.
was in his,
Okay.
like, hundreds.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Women 37 years old or something like that, you know.
True.
Yeah.
The only people are gonna find are Spock or
Yeah.
Scotty flat trapped in some barrier thing. They really stretched
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't know. I thought there was some other character that carried over, like the actress.
Oh, well, maybe the actor may have.
The actress had a different. I think the one who played Pulaski also had a different role.
She did have a role there.
She
She,
did have a role,
was
yeah.
not delegate, but like she was carrying around basically this one entity that was so
yeah.
ugly that nobody
Yeah.
could look at it.
That's what I remembered. It's like I
Yeah.
know the
Yeah.
actress was on the original series
Yes,
too.
yes.
She was
She didn't
blind.
play-
She played a blind character because she couldn't see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she would be driven mad. Like Spock, that idiot. I mean,
He wore red shades in order to look at it.
Well, actually, he forgot to put them back on now that he looked at it the second time. So anyway,
Alright.
So according to notices about the effects, all the people who are infected talk about euphoric sensation of being connected, and all of them, without exception, hum a single bar of music that's bleeped out on the recording.
well, it sounds like that's how
YouTube
they.
censorship.
It demonetized this plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that's how they how transmission of infection is people humming the tune.
I feel like we should all just make up tunes.
So you believe you may be able to do something about this in engineering.
That sounds good.
There is a persistent issue with the station's communication array that needs dealt with.
Communication.
You find Chief Thomas Dooley working on it. The array itself checks out fine, if a little worn. If you want to wear spacewalk suits, or EVAs, to examine externally,
I guess I'm going outside. Who wants to come with me?
I'll come.
Unless you're planning on shooting somebody out there, I don't think that'd be much
You
help.
never get out. Okay. What do we examine? Antenna array or what?
yes, the insight plus engineering with a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Ah.
No computers or sensors, I take it?
No.
All right, you got to help me out on
I'm
this.
only 11 on that one, so okay, I'll be assisting. 11. I got a match, so I got a success.
I'm good. 2.
Okay.
Did we get any
You find
Momentum?
momentum for
No,
that?
it's just 3.
Only 3.
You had 4
Yeah.
on that one. You didn't get a momentum.
You
was
had difficulty
4.
4.
It took. Oh my gosh.
There was a hidden virus.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, you find loosened panels at one particular external network link.
Ah.
Okay. Well, let's open them up and see what's under the panel.
It appears there was some tampering to the subroutine.
Can I tell what the tampering was trying to do?
You believe it is the same kind of tampering you found out from the inside, that this is where it occurred, to spread the signal.
Okay. Can I fix it?
Daring and engineering, difficulty 3.
Gonna need some help.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down to 10 on that one.
I would have been 12.
Failed. I didn't.
Woo!
What? 20.
Yeah.
It's
And we don't need
computer.
momentum yet.
Oh!
Where was the easy stuff?
Is this
We already started off
is
with
this
It was
a
not.
computer?
It wasn't there.
I can tell.
I'm sorry, it wasn't there.
Is that,
He's
don't
making
you
a
have-
good point. Is this being
The
used for the
computer.
computer?
Yeah, you have to use
Yeah,
the computer.
yeah,
Okay, then I
You're
get a free
re-roll
reroll.
it.
That's a 4. It's not a complication.
Okay.
I didn't hit transmit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What's this exit button?
How many successes total?
1.
1. Okay. Yeah, you weren't able to fix it at this point. You want
Okay.
to talk to Dooley about it?
Sure.
No. Yeah, it's Thomas Dooley, but yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Really?
Yeah, his name's Thomas
Yes.
Dooley.
It's like I wrote this. I mean,
I didn't write it.
No.
He
but
says,
I'm saying I
he
would have
says
references.
he was doing maintenance there last week, and he's sure he secured the panel.
Okay.
Has
I
anyone
trust
done
him.
a EVA recently?
Yeah.
He was just out there last week, and he didn't see anyone else. No one else was cleared to look at it.
So like a asteroid camp that's they maybe check this part of the hall so we can see if anybody has been there.
Character sheet.
Yeah, give me a thing.
Or check any logs?
Do,
or-
Should be logs for people going in and out doing EVAs. That's not a usual thing to do.
Let's go for a spacewalk.
Yeah.
I like spacewalks on the whole.
On the wild side, okay.
Alright, we'll do an insight and engineering against Dooley with a difficulty of 1.
Okay, you're inside.
Insight and engineering?
Yep.
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm not inside or
No,
reason.
this
No.
is me.
And not engineering.
2 successes.
Okay. Well, momentum. Dooley's lying.
Okay.
He's going to be hanging his head down. Oh. yes.
Okay.
Can I tell what he's lying about?
Not entirely sure. But you know he's covering something up.
Okay. How about I check work logs in the computer?
Alright.
See if what he's saying he did was on a work log.
The work logs all check out. He said he was out there a week ago and no one else has touched it since.
Okay.
Well, do we know when this thing started?
I'm thinking, let's see if anyone else went out. Check for
EVA log.
EVAs, any airlock access or anything.
There was a report of him last week and now a report of you.
we search it to see if there's any deleted files?
Daring engineering, difficulty of 2.
Assistance of the
That'd be a computer.
Yes.
Computer. What's computer rolling for?
Reroll. Ha! 4 successes.
What is computer rolling for? He's
Yeah.
assisting?
No, using the computer.
Oh, okay, just using the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you said assisted by the computer. I thought maybe.
Yeah, if I'm assisted by the thing on my phone.
You got the roll.
I want to help.
Right, the records of the actual entrances and exits weren't deleted. It was the job description of what
Okay.
Dooley did last week.
Can I recover it?
You can try. Daring engineering, difficulty 3.
Yes, 3.
Alright. You believe he was the one that actually tampered with the communication system to spread the message.
Okay.
You also believe if you were able to properly fix it, you would still have to go to each communications console and directly fix them. But this was the vector point, the distribution point. That if you were to fix the consoles, this distribution point would just infect them again.
Okay, so I have to go back out and fix this.
Yes.
Now, just curious. Using my knowledge of the Uniform Code of Justice, do I know if I have enough for a case against Dooley? I actually have it as a focus.
The game
It was one of the random things that it's like, hey, get this. Okay.
If you submit to their security detail a detailed log of what's really going on, they might eventually be able to deal with it. But with all the other things going on and the paranoia about the virus in and of itself, they're kind of distracted right now.
Okay.
But if we point out the fact that he's the one that he may not have engineered it per
But
se,
he
but he implemented it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surely they would throw him in a brig.
What are the regulations on intership and starbase security measures?
Our captain would listen to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, jurisdiction-wise, the captain of your own vessel only has jurisdiction over his own vessel. It would have to be sent up to the higher-ups in Starfleet if you wanted to. You could suggest to them, you could present them the evidence, but it's up to them to do something about it. If they won't do anything about it, you can put it up the chain to Starfleet. But that would take longer because you're kind of on the outskirts of the Federation at this point.
Okay. Can I use our ship sensors to lock on Dooley's biostats?
Yes.
Okay. I want to keep constant surveillance using our sensors on him.
All right.
And then somehow I gotta go back out there and fix this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be difficult. Especially if we've already been questioning him, now he knows that we're onto a little bit.
If you want to do...
Even said,
That's the only problem with bringing up charges, though. He'd really probably pull out all the stops to either get rid of us or...
insight and security with a difficulty of 3?
me?
Yes.
Who's assisting?
Well, I'm not
You got
good at
13,
that.
you said?
I got, no, let's see, security. Yeah, I got 13 on
Okay, assist please.
this. Okay. Success.
I'm going to use one momentum to reroll.
Okay.
Only 2 successes there.
You can use 2 momentum to
Don't you
do
have
a
a,
second
don't
reroll.
you don't have a discipline or something to focus?
Well, even the focus, it would have to be under the security, and it's under 5.
Oh.
So I'll use 2 more.
Whoa.
Still my heart, I know. Even worse than the last one. Not okay. Still only 2 successes.
Yeah.
So we failed at that.
Okay. You think you were on the trail of more personal information about Thomas Dooley, but you couldn't bring it up.
He's really Andorian. Not Andorian. He's really an Orion.
Huh? What?
That's been my trouble.
Mm.
He's sitting over there though, so
Okay.
I don't like this place.
No.
Too many smart people.
All right, well, I'm going to go back out and try and work on this thing. You guys want to figure out what Dooley's doing?
Well,
I think it's what we just tried to do and failed at it.
Dr. Jenner invites you both to dinner.
Both of us?
Yes, well, mainly your medical officer, but
Okay.
Oh, well, the medical officer, yeah.
but if you wanted to join, then it was more of a.
I guess I can come out with you and to the.
Go to dinner.
Okay. Okay, fine dinner.
Okay. Yes.
So she chats about general information about the station.
Inside check.
She's lying. It's not a station.
Starbase. Jenner's never been able to prove it, but she's fairly sure her grandmother lied to Starfleet. Dr. Nostrom claimed that only fragments of the audio patterns that carry the Aria plague were recorded, but Jenner is certain the USS Pasteur would have held complete copies. She thinks her grandmother destroyed sections to ensure it would never be fully reassembled. She knows Starfleet Medical believes this, and that's why her grandmother retired as a captain, not an admiral.
I mean, she retired early, or she
Yeah.
got demoted? Yeah.
While her grandmother could never bring herself to return to the Aria plague, Tara and her mother have both spent a significant amount of time. Also, that she and several members of her science team working on an alien signal brought to her attention by her research. They revealed the signal is a set of coordinates, one transmitted on a tight beam in two directions. The first celestial body the signal encounters in one direction is marked as 5, the other takes it out of the plane of the galactic ecliptic.
You said it was the USS Pasteur?
Yes.
That was the one that Beverly crushed around.
Well, you know, it's the ship that's
I know.
here.
I was like, wait a minute, I recognize that name.
Maybe it was around before, earlier.
No, it's not that old ship.
Oh yeah, there was an earlier version.
There may have been. They've got multiple ships with the same name.
Sure. Enterprise changed a lot over the years.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, so let's see. Can we determine if we believe her?
She's given no reason for you to not trust her.
All right.
She said it went along the galactic
Well, I
ecliptic.
think elliptic yes.
That really doesn't tell you.
Now this is where the
direction.
source of the original infection came from. The original signal.
That was apparently first picked up and complete copies of it were on this Starfleet vessel.
Huh.
That it may have, like most things, gone unnoticed. And when it docked to another starbase, just spread itself through the communication systems, spreading and spreading and spreading.
Huh.
So, wait a minute. So it's a combination of a computer virus
And
an audio virus that turns into a biological virus.
Yes.
Huh. That
This
sounds like
sounds
that,
like it'd be useful if we ever went up against a group of cybernetically enhanced humanoids.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah.
Was it an Outer Limits episode where some distant planet knew our sun was going to not go nova, but change its output drastically, and so it was transmitting music that caused everybody's DNA to change where they could deal with stronger sunshine? You remember that? It was an Outer Limits episode.
I wouldn't doubt it. There were a lot of Outer Limits
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a new Outer Limits, not the
Oh,
other one.
okay.
Yeah. this is-
I have them all downloaded. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, how new?
Well, the last, not the latest version, but like in the
Okay. So the one in the 90s or
in
whatever?
the 90s, yeah.
Okay.
So when they
I had that one.
came back, yeah. I forget what they called it, but everyone like ended up with like no hair, and they had shiny skin, like it was pearlescent or something.
Yeah.
Like it was hard to cover. And the people who didn't want to hear the music,
He died.
no, they didn't die. They just
Oh.
had to cover up with
Okay.
pants and stuff, make sure they didn't get exposed. Stay inside long. Anyway, it sounds like that same type of thing. This was actually transmitted by music, changing the DNA.
But so far, it's just killing people.
Well,
Always driving
this
them
is
mad.
totally different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So once you finish dinner, she invites you down to Shuttle Bay 1 at the base of S1E6. There you find her pride and joy. Contained in a hangar are the remains of what was once a 3-meter-wide white metal sphere. It's pitted and scorched into 3 fragments. You want to make a reason? Yeah, reason and science. The difficulty of 3.
Okay.
You?
I've got 14.
I assist you?
Reason and science, difficulty 3.
Okay. No
Nope.
success.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that? We'll have to trust what she said.
Exactly.
She refers to it as breadcrumb 1 or BC1. BC1 was found above Arcturus 5. BC1 is made of a beryllium alloy that appears to have interstellar hydrogen as its primary component. It is at least 1,000 years old. Starfleet recovered the remains of the device made from the same material on the surface of Arcturus 5. She believes this is a lander of some sort. BC1 has taken heavy damage. This was caused by her grandmother's cure for the Arias plague. A single piece of information she'd been able to pull from it was the signal she had the science team working on. Now they have a solid location for that. She's convinced the second satellite, codenamed Breadcrumb 2, is no more than 2 AEs away from the BC1 site. When asked where she found it, Jenner explains that she was sold.
Hey, where'd you find it?
She was sold the artifact by an Orion trader. She remembers the name as Torian Vasco. If you want to roll presence plus security, difficulty of 1.
Oh my
Presence
goodness.
security.
I
Okay,
guess
I'll roll
you
that
can.
one.
Yeah.
Didn't you just improve that one?
Yes, presence, yes. So now it'll be 14. And 2 successes.
Momentum.
Okay.
And you remember that Torian Vasco works for the Mercantile Guild run by Tulana Volko. Not that that means
Good
anything.
memory.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure.
Security guy. She's supposed to know stuff. Okay.
If you want to try the same task again with the difficulty of 2,
Okay.
Okay. Oh, which task is that?
present security.
Oh, so I assist?
Yeah. That's cocked, but yeah.
Success.
Okay.
2 successes.
Torian is presently missing.
Uh-huh.
The Orion.
The Orion. Nobody knows where he is.
Did he come onto the ship with the other Orions?
No. He had something to do with this Aria virus and it spread, and no one knows where he is.
Uh-huh. So they're saying there's another satellite on this planet that was similar to this one she has here. Is it a crashed one also?
Yes,
Somewhere
on some planet nearby Arcturus 5.
Uh-huh.
There are multiple landing sites for these pods.
Okay, they're landings. So were they able to determine what's actually in the pod?
It was too damaged to discover.
You said something about her mother found an antidote or something using this pod? No. She was working on a
She says she cured the plague,
cure the plague. Yeah, antidote.
but she believes her grandmother, terrified under incredible pressure and desperate to save the life of the colony, made a terrible mistake. The Aria plague was an intelligence using BC1 and the network. She believes it to be part of to travel vast distances. Whether it was incompatible with the colonists' DNA or the damage they sustained was intentional isn't something Jenner has been able to find out. She believes her grandmother didn't cure the plague, but bungled a first contact. She believes the breadcrumb satellites are proof that the Arias plague homeworld is still out there and accessible. If she can find it and right her grandmother's wrong, she can exonerate her and perhaps provide aid to the Aria plague. She was talking to Starfleet Medical earlier to get command authorization to mount an operation following the breadcrumbs trail. Jenner's been desperate to do this before her grandmother's anniversary and play your vessel on the station and the possibility of an entire world in this bit. There's never been a better time.
She's accurate.
She can't leave the station, but you can.
Yeah. Well, if she gives us all of data on a
Data doesn't
memory
exist yet.
card, on a memory card,
Wow.
we don't know that.
She's narrowed the region that BC2 is down to in just under 10 astronomical units. She needs a ship to take her there, and to do so before her grandmother's centenary. If she can do that, she can turn her grandmother's failure into the first step of a multi-generational research project for her family.
Oh.
They'll save her face, save Starfleet, and everyone goes home happy. Better if she can do this before the ceremony. Grandmother's name had been redeemed before it was ever fully besmirched.
So it's all PR stuff. Okay.
Well, if you can find the origin of this Aria virus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's lives to be saved, sure.
Well, and the true purpose of it, apparently it does damage, but maybe the purpose was not to do damage.
Well, it sounds like the suggestion is that the virus itself is actually an intelligent being of some sort.
That was trying to communicate and ended up just making people insane through this audio disruption.
We need to find the whales.
Whale song.
It's feature.
You speak whale?
A little bit.
So do you want to go out and try to repair the thing again?
Sure. Or accidentally hit transmit. I don't know what.
Thomas Dooley is standing in the way, trying to prevent you locking down all of the EVA units.
Why would Thomas
You need to let me go back out there.
Well, you already checked. I mean, there's nothing else we can do about it.
I think I can find a way to fix this.
There's nothing that needs to be fixed. It's fine.
No, sir, it's not. What's his command? His rank?
Lieutenant Commander.
Hey, at least he can't outrank me. You gonna step aside?
Pulls a phaser.
This should be interesting. You guys might be looking for a new engineer here, but
Yeah, you got your phaser?
I got my phaser.
Yeah.
I wish I was there.
Cut him up a little.
I'm totally, yes. That's what I do. The only thing I'm useful for.
Can you send him a secret signal to get him to come?
Help!
He hits you.
Well, at point blank range, I should think so.
Yes.
I think that makes him a suspect, for sure.
Actually, the sensors would have recognized
4 damage.
that a phaser
Okay.
has been set off.
Yes.
Yeah, usually there's a... Do you hear that klaxon? That alarm?
And what would you like to do in return?
That sound?
Can I find anywhere nearby to take cover?
There are a few crates that will give you half cover.
Near a computer access panel.
No.
Dang it. Use the crates and shoot.
Okay.
I want the computer access panel.
He's
I want to
moving
win
halfway.
by an engineer method.
Yeah.
So what is this? Control and security?
Yes, control security, control you 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You roll?
one of those.
Yep.
Only one.
2 successes.
Okay. Roll damage.
2 engineers shooting at each other. This might take a while. 1. Psst. That dice.
Yep. Alright, he fires again. Spending a threat. 9.
So we've heard the alarms go off. Are we on our way to help him?
Yeah, alarms haven't gone off.
Yeah, they have.
He
Because
misses.
somebody's firing.
Okay.
He actually shoots a control
Well,
panel on the
automatic,
opposite side,
sensor recognized something happened,
Okay.
but
disabling
Well,
it.
yeah.
if he was able to get into a control panel, he could probably set off an alarm.
Yeah.
All right. I will.
Rush him.
No. Use my minor action.
The
to
airlock
use-
door does have a direct control panel next to it. If you're able to shove him against the door, you could quickly open it up and then close it again, as long as you grappled to something and held your breath for a moment.
What do you want to space him? Space him?
You're in the airlock right now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Worked on the orbital.
All right. I want to start running at them.
Okay.
Use my communicator to tell the ship to lock onto me for immediate transport.
Okay.
And then try and shove us out the airlock.
Okay.
This seems legit.
Uh-huh.
You ready for a new transporter, Chief? For good measure, I'm spending my determination for Spirited Discovery to
You
get
said
myself
this would
3
be
momentum.
daring and security with difficulty
Three
of
momentum.
3.
Put
Three momentum.
Yeah,
Three
3 momentum.
Okay. You're
I'm
spending
sure-
those-
Uh-huh.
Spend 1 for 1 die.
Okay.
So I'm sure you're communicating to our ship's
Yes.
transporter, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You have I'm sure you have a protocol for this.
Oh yeah, I got one for jumping out airlocks at breakneck speed. Sure.
Yeah. You've been experimenting with this stuff for years, so yeah.
He got 2 successes in his daring and security. So.
Daring and security, so I need 12s. I got 2 left. So why don't I try and re-roll 1?
Okay.
That's 2 successes. So I matched them.
You matched him. You just kind of you're just grappling each other. You're not really.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I know what to
Both
do
of your
now.
weapons are out of your hands. But
All
you're
right.
just kind of like. you've
I know
got
what
each
to
other
do
in
next
hand.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you both teleporting now?
No, we haven't gone out the airlock.
Oh. I thought you just said for it to immediately.
Right, but I need to go out.
Okay.
All right. So it'd be his daring and security minus yours. He's going to try to pin you to the ground.
Okay. 1 more die, please.
Okay. Do the same.
Ah! 1 success,
Okay.
but I got a complication.
Well, so did he.
Oh, great.
One sense of complication.
You accidentally open the airlock, and you both go out. How about that?
Yes.
Okay.
And you were, he wasn't planning on it, that's for sure. But you were.
Not to mention, I've had a transporter lock on them for how long now?
Since you're
Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So you're beaming both of you, or just because the transporter can't tell when you're grappled which one
Yeah,
is which.
probably
You're gonna
should
be
do
beaming both of you.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to beam yourselves into the area where you have more control.
Onto our ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as you beam through, you just kind of land on the security pad, and there's 3 officers with phaser rifles pointed, phaser gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if, at least Brian was able to recognize during the transportation
Yeah.
that
There's 2 people.
well, that's 2 people, but also that there were loaded weapons. That
Yeah,
No, we lost our weapons.
Yeah, they lost
They
all
dropped
the
it in their
weapons.
grappling.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So now you're both on your own ship.
It's in a slightly better circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, now you're in control.
Well, maybe.
You've got your security people with guns on.
Well, my security people, but yes.
Yeah, your security.
I'm demanding to see the captain.
Okay. The captain is willing to put him on in the brig because he's now on
Yes.
our vessel,
Yeah.
but he's going to have to answer to the station security.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're going to have many things going here.
Well, who fired first? You know,
He did.
he fired first. He's the one that should be in trouble.
So, I want to show the captain evidence of the tampering that we
Yes.
have. I want to tell her if you check the scans on the weapons, it should have detected it was his weapon that fired first based on the DNA on that weapon.
Mhm.
And that should at least give an idea that I'm not completely at fault.
Okay.
You want me to try and roll a horrible presence in command, or just hope my captain actually knows me and knows I'm not going to say this in a very
Captain
verbal
knows you.
way? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd have been an 8.
It's just going to be a little difficult to go through the paperwork of not only dealing with the station security, but Starfleet saying, why did you interfere with station security? You should have presented it to them.
No time.
I was trying to save the station.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going back down to lieutenant.
Okay. So we've been alerted to what's going on.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
Well, I mean, you're going back to your ship anyways in order to track
Yeah.
down this. So you're going to tell him about the breadcrumbs?
Sure. Everybody has to know. But we tell you the story about the breadcrumbs.
Guys, I went for a crazy walk. It didn't end the greatest.
Really?
You survived. Yeah.
Yes. But make sure you put on an EVA suit before you go for a walk.
We would intend to, yes. That would be rational.
Are you a Vulcan now?
No, I hate Vulcans.
Anyway. Okay.
So apparently Starfleet Medical still insists that Jenner has to stay on the station, but she does give you as much information as she has on how to find the breadcrumbs and what to do with them.
Okay. Something I should bring up,
Yeah.
which hadn't come up in any of the previous missions. I
Oh.
don't know if it's going to now, because you really messed with my character.
Yeah?
Andorians, it does say they are vulnerable to infection.
Yeah.
So, just throwing it out there, if that comes up.
Well, the
I guess
station has
so.
taken every opportunity to
Okay.
censor whatever
Yeah.
audio cues.
Oh, I'm sure.
are-
I'm just saying, if you want to messing with me in
Yeah.
some way, that could be a thing.
Mhm. So in order to track down this breadcrumb, we'll need a reason plus science with a difficulty of 3.
Is this a new scene with no stress?
Yes.
Stress-free environment.
Yes.
I can assist somebody in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we using sensors or computers?
Sensors.
Okay, no.
So the ship,
Free reroll, no extra die.
the ship sensors, am I assisting or is he assisting?
He's just using sensors.
Well, ship sensors. You get an extra die for that.
Is there a token ship
Well-
sensors?
A person can assist or the computer can.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Okay, so what will the computer use? Sensors and science?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 13 for me.
Okay, and I've got 13 for, what was it?
Reason and science.
and science. Oh, I got 14. I guess
You go
I
ahead.
got 2 success.
Okay.
no success.
Can't reroll.
No.
I'd spend my determination
To get 3 points?
to get 3.
That's an ability for humans. I think you can set it, but
Set it?
to get the 3 momentum is a human ability.
Well, what do I use my
You
determination?
get determination gets an automatic 1.
for? An automatic 1.
Yes.
Okay. I go for the automatic 1.
Okay.
All right.
Which then
So that
gives
means
us
I got
4
2
successes.
Yes, which is good.
Which then gives us.
Okay.
That's a little
Yeah,
bit of a
Spirit of Discovery gives 3 momentum as a human.
Okay.
Anyways, you're on your way there?
Can I run a simple diagnostic on the ship's communications, shields, and warp drive on our transit bay?
Certainly.
Like 3 separate difficulty 0 tests.
Okay, sure.
I mean, if you're going to play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
So, reason plus engineering,
Yes.
assisted by the ship's computer?
Yes.
All right!
Oh, you get a little momentum back, huh?
Ugh.
Every one of these has been like at least difficulty
Oh,
2,
yeah.
3, or 4. You know, there's no.
3 successes on that.
Is the computer assisting then? Am I
No,
the one?
he doesn't.
Okay.
He uses the computer.
That's probably fair to say it's enough, I think. 4, if you want me to roll more. I'll
Go for roll
more.
1. At least 1 more. You have 3 things you want to do. Do 2 of them.
GM's fiat,
No more.
no more. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. It got us up to what we normally start one of these
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Captain's log. Captain Jenner's findings are eccentric. It's not in any question, but the research she's done, the reasoning behind dispatching us to face us, it's all solid, bizarre, certainly, personal, definite, but solid. So the Arias plague was transmitted to Arcturus 5 by an ancient satellite, which in itself was part of a network of those satellites extending back to their homeworld, a previously unknown alien race. The homeworld we are now heading in search of. Part of me wants to believe that this is not what the Escalante project was intended to do, or an educational vessel designed to show the next generation just what Starfleet does. Then, of course, this is what Starfleet does. Leap into the unknown, tricorders and eyes wide open. crew are thrilled and terrified. Me too.
I have my phaser wide open.
I liked the term "show the next generation"
Yeah.
for something that was supposed to be set next generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, are we on
We're on our
the
way.
educational ship or are we on Saratoga?
our
You're on the
ship.
Saratoga.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, good.
They consider themselves an educational vessel.
I mean, we're a science survey vessel,
Science.
but all right, close enough.
Yeah. Okay, we need a reason in science task, difficulty of 1.
What are we doing?
To locate the breadcrumb.
I've got 14 on that.
I got 14.
Okay. Yeah. That's it. 1 success.
Okay? That's all you needed.
Yep. Okay. Locate the first breadcrumb.
So you've located BC2.
The second big.
Yes.
Yeah.
BC1 was already destroyed on the station.
Right.
Can we bring it
Okay.
aboard?
Lord.
Fit in a shuttle bay.
You may not want to at this
Is it
point.
crashed on the planet?
It was deactivated and
Oh, yeah.
disassembled, basically destroyed when they picked it up.
Oh.
They haven't picked up one intact. They don't necessarily want it to interfere with ship systems.
Uh-huh.
So maybe we should go to it, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So it's on a planet?
Is it in space or is it on a planet?
It's in space.
Oh, in
Okay.
space.
So EVA suits again.
Oh, we get a shuttlecraft.
Well, it's going to be if you have focuses of astrogation or orbit dynamics.
I know a small craft.
Nope.
And composure. Shipboard
It's going to be a
tagging system.
reason in science. The difficulty of 3. What you're trying to do is to triangulate all the possible locations of these satellites. By figuring out where the first one was and the second one was, you're trying to put together a plot, a map, a course.
Okay.
Okay.
So instead of just finding them one at a time, you can pinpoint the network that these satellites are working.
Okay.
There's 14
Well.
for that.
I can do it with my reroll and free die using the computers.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to assist?
Yeah, I'll assist. One? Oh, I got
yeah,
a 1.
that's a 1.
I got a 1. So
Yeah.
2 successes.
Reroll.
All right.
3 successes.
I got
Right.
2 successes. For only 1
So
die.
you get 1 momentum.
Yay.
Okay. It took 4?
Sweet, sweet momentum.
I think we filled up the momentum.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I got 1 still.
Yeah, yeah.
How many did it take?
It took 3.
Well, I got 2.
He got 2 successes.
He got
I got
3.
3 successes.
That's 12-5.
We have
Oh,
We
5.
get those.
Okay.
So all our momentum.
Well, you have to spend 2 in order to directly warp to the path. So
Okay.
Okay, so give us the 1
Okay.
and then take
Yep.
away 1. Okay. Anyways, alright.
Okay.
Yes, find the path.
All right.
Great. Anyways, you found the planet of Zachria.
Is that real?
Yes,
Is it inhabited?
it's the world's surface. The temperature is at absolute 0. It has
Man.
no atmosphere.
That's cool, man.
Does it have a sun? Because
Yeah, that's
That's
impossible.
pretty. Yeah, absolute zero is biological anyway.
You know.
I have resistance to cold, but not that good.
There's a colossal network of tunnels running all the way through it. The planetary core is very geologically active and seems to be a power plant for the continent-sized structures
no way
on
it
the
could be
world's
an
surface.
absolute 0. Even dark matter's a few Kelvin.
Yeah.
We're not in the Kelvin universe, so.
I mean, we're in the Celsius universe?
Or the Fahrenheit universe.
Yeah.
Wait, it's American.
Fahrenheit 451, we burned all the books.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Anyways, the world has a continent-sized engine array at its southern pole. Clearly badly damaged, and sensor readings suggest it's been firing for over 1,000 years. There's a planetary power grid that is 80% inactive. The remaining 20% is concentrated at a facility on the equator. The planet's entire surface is designed to capture energy. Sensors are picking up wave power stations in the frozen oceans, multiple geothermal power plants, and evidence of a colossal solar sail array, in addition to the geothermal core. This is almost unprecedented.
Geothermal
Yes.
core.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no
Thermal,
way- there's
as
no
in
way.
not zero.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're
The
saying
world's
that.
surface is an absolute zero, but everything underneath it.
Well, it couldn't be, though. Not with the sun.
Not to
No,
mention
nothing.
movement of water would cause heat.
Once again, did not write this.
I realize,
yeah.
but we're mocking
Yeah.
this author now.
Yeah.
I know, you should.
Yeah.
You should. See, he
What,
wrote
did
this.
they write for
I'll-
Discovery? Oh.
I'll give them that the planet faces, always faces the sun on one side. So one side is like real cold, and the other side is like boiling.
But
It
not
must have a
zero.
sun.
Alastair Stewart wrote this mission.
Alistair can crawl away.
Alastair Stewart. A-L-A-S
Well,
D-A-I-R.
I mean, is absolute zero a plot point, or is it just something you came up with?
It's a list of things about the planet.
Right, but I mean, if there's not some specific reason it's absolute zero, or it has to be absolute zero for it to do something.
Yeah, how do you spell Alistair
You can
again?
ignore it.
A-L-A-S-D-A-I-R.
D-A-I-R. Okay.
Yes.
Alistair.
I know. They've got a mechanism down there, a machine, that sucks the energy out of atoms. So it makes the whole surface absolute zero.
That would cause other problems.
But yeah.
A lot.
But also things that you would want to learn about. I mean, think about how efficient it is at extracting energy from anything. If it's able to bring a molecule to rest, period.
Theoretically, if it's that efficient at absorbing energy, you couldn't beam or land anywhere near it.
Yes, it would just drain the energy out of you.
Yeah.
It would drain the transport energy.
It would kill you the minute you're on the surface, no matter what protection you have.
Yeah.
Absolute zero things to do that anyway.
You couldn't even communicate with the planet.
We wouldn't be getting any radar signals from it. We wouldn't be getting scanning signals from it. It would it'd be like a black hole of energy.
Also, what liquid is moving at 0 Kelvin?
Nothing. Okay.
So this is this entire world refitted as a colossal starship.
So is there a sun nearby anyway? If it's a starship, maybe
That's no moon.
Tatooine.
So, the facility on the equator is the one place you're likely to get answers. And Way 18 will need to gear up with environmental suits once you're inside the facility.
Okay.
Alright. Can we beam to it?
Yeah.
Any complications, or is it just good old straight beam?
Good old straight beam.
Oh, nice.
So once you get there are consoles who need to make a reason plus engineering with a difficulty of 2.
Okay. You said computer consoles?
Yes. That's really coming into play here.
3 successes.
Okay. A large robotic production facility dedicated to producing breadcrumbs. This will yield confirmation of the ARC relay stations. They're also designed to self-replicate if needed.
Can I make some chicken parm?
No.
Oh.
The mass driver designed to fire the breadcrumbs into orbit. Also, displays show that the entire planet has been rigged as a storage device. Metal deposits have been reconfigured as circuits. An astronomical amount of data has been stored on them.
Can we find a reason for the breadcrumbs?
Spend the momentum.
Sure.
You find an auditorium with a breathable atmosphere. The auditorium was intended to be a welcoming location for future voluntary recipients of the Aria Plague's information.
course, the atmosphere is frozen and it's laying on the
However,
ground
due
with
to the
snow.
damage, due to the damage that the world has taken, it's no longer apparent. Entering the auditorium triggers the song, causing the Aria plague to play.
Oh, great. We're in our suits.
La 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 la.
It's like an episode of Doctor Who. Don't listen.
Any enterprising character who cuts audio receivers in their helmets or covers their ears will not be infected.
Oh, so my la 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 actually worked?
Yes.
Or you still have to turn off. You're not actually covering your ears because you're in the AV suits.
Navy suits with sound canceling headphones.
You just have to cut off external sound.
Yeah, okay, we're cutting off external
Are
sound.
those bows in
Well,
suits?
you know, we know that, we know that there's a possibility that the signal will come through. So we planned for that, and yes, we have
Already did that.
already did that. Yeah, that would be a logical.
You did that for me because I didn't know how to.
Okay.
Do Andorian EVA suits have things for the antenna?
I bend them back a little bit.
A little brill cream. Anyway.
I have to moisturize them somehow.
Huh?
Suddenly you see Captain Volko of the Arians is in the room with you, also with the suit.
Ah.
Okay.
Apparently she followed your ship,
We didn't notice?
That's fair.
and you didn't notice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had the sensors all fine for a routine check. My
You
bad.
did. You did. I didn't say that.
That's fair. That's fair. Giant shooting is
What do you do with this?
It was just for children.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what it was. It was like Play-Doh or...
Kind of, but if you let it sit for too long, it will get sticky. So you have to keep it moving, keep some pressure on it.
Okay, so-
Yeah. All right, we got to talk to this person.
How? We turned
Well,
our
we got
speakers off.
we got suit-to-suit communication, but we don't have to turn on the outside.
She pulls a pistol, like phaser pistol, and demands Zachriel, the breadcrumb trail, and what the Aria plague and Nostrum did to her grandparents, and she views it as her birthright. Her grandparents were infected by the Aria plague, and then she's been trying to find the cure.
Oh, well, then we should find the cure. Why don't you pull on the pistol?
I pull my pistol. I mean, sorry, I pull my, it's pistol stuff. I pull my phaser.
She wants to
That's
claim
it.
this world as technological refuge for the Orion syndicates and sell to the highest bidder.
I claimed this planet in the name of Mars.
Can you just crack her suit so she can hear this great music playing?
I would gladly
Well,
do that.
I don't think we want to do that because if she's already half insane, we don't want her all insane.
Well, then she couldn't attack us. if
Well,
she's
she
going-
might attack us without any kind of reason. At least now we can sort of reason with her.
She's trying to sell a planet to the Orion Syndicate.
Yeah. So what's the point? How does
She also says that her vessel is targeting this very room, and if anything happens to her, she will blow the whole place up.
Well, we don't intend to do anything to her. We just want to communicate.
I don't mind to.
And
She is an Orion woman.
oh, got the hot. Anyway,
Too green.
two drink. All right.
I don't know why you Earthers love, or you're not Earther.
No.
I don't know why you Earthers love
One is pink skin.
Pink skin, yes. And then
They're exotic. That's why they're exotic. Anyway, we're trying to communicate with her. Is there any way we got the reason and what to try and communicate with her?
Say presence and command.
Presence of command. I don't do presence of command.
Difficulty of 3.
I have 13 on that.
Yeah.
I have an 8.
Yeah. All right, I'll take the lead on this.
Okay.
I have 11. Or no, 12.
That's one success.
Wow, we're doing great.
Yeah.
Reroll one.
Do you want
I
me
will
to
reroll
assist
one.
with my 8?
I'll re-roll one first.
Okay.
And I'll assist.
That's a 3. Would like focus
And
and
I got assist.
would my focus and composure help in this?
Sure.
Okay, because it hasn't yet. So that's be 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you saying to her?
Explain to her we're trying to.
We're trying to get a solution for everyone here.
We can have the planet after we figure out what the antidote is.
We want to cure everyone, not just your people. We don't care who gets the credit.
And ask her if she's if she's gonna plan on using this as a weapon. Then she's really insane.
Well, not so insane, really. It's
We won't
my
use
cool
that
idea,
word.
but
That's too sticky.
I said you gotta keep rolling it.
You gotta keep rolling it.
Okay. Maybe not mess with that while you're playing?
Yeah, it's too late. It's turkey.
See, you should have stopped rolling it. Very good.
I can't let go of it.
No.
Have your hands clean now? There you go. Okay.
We're distracted by a putty ball
It's a
game.
putty ball. All right. We're trying to convince her that. Okay, we convince her to work with us instead of against us.
You got some on your pinky.
Yeah. Anyway, don't worry about that.
She rushes to a nearby console, plugs
Yes,
in
we
a
already
data
talked.
disk, and beams away.
I'd like to interfere with that beam.
Okay. How?
I've seen amazing things done with tricorders.
Daring engineering, difficulty of 4.
No, 4. You can help them now.
Let's
You
do
use the
one extra
computer.
die with that.
Use the computer on this one.
No, I can't even justify a computer on this
Okay.
one. But yes, assistance would be assist.
All right. Let's see. What was it? Daring
Engineering.
and engineering. You can give it daring.
Daring, yes. Engineering, no. I got 12.
Well,
2.
so that gives
4.
me, I got 10.
5.
You got 12.
I got 5 successes.
By himself.
Okay.
You'll
Her suit
sleeve
beams
my
off without her.
For what?
Her suit beams off.
Wait, can I record this protocol? I don't want this for parties. This
She drops
sounds
to
like
the ground and
getting
just
a
goes insane
hitchhiker.
as the music just...
Phase her before she gets up.
Yeah. Stunner.
Right,
Stunner. Yeah.
Okay, roll and control security. Difficulty 2.
Whoa.
That's a natural 1 and a 13, which is also a success. Also, I have hand phasers as a focus, so that's...
Nah, the one's 2
Okay.
anyways.
Okay,
So.
okay, fair enough. So that's 3
Okay,
successes.
you knock her out.
Okay, boom.
She's like, stop screaming! Actually, you couldn't hear her anyways, unless she tapped into your communication.
In her suit, maybe.
Well, then that suit's gone now.
The suit's gone. But then you turn off all external sources of sound. So unless it was coming through another suit.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I'm just picturing that opening of Hitchhikers where scientists aren't invited to those type of parties.
Yes, okay, there's that, yeah. No, you understand, Rick?
I don't recall that particular thing.
It was very briefly mentioned.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No.
With the invention of the improbability drive?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah? And scientists weren't invited to
Well, when they're plugged it in,
Mr. Beetlebrox or
all of their underclothing would move to the side 3 feet.
Oh.
Still,
Okay.
her disc is launched into the console and is slowly, simultaneously copying information to her ship and deleting it on the console.
Well, I need to stop that.
Daring and engineering, difficulty of 4.
Again?
Yes.
Would this be with the use of computer?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Anyone want to assist over here?
I'll assist. The daring and engineering,
Yep.
that's a 7, one success.
All right,
All
4.
right. You managed to eject the drive that had about 40% of the data gone through already.
That was a fast data transfer if it's measured in astronomical.
Yeah.
The whole plan?
So a significant chunk is exclusively in the Orion's hands right now.
Can I use the disk to reprogram and reverse the feed?
Reverse polarity.
It is only designed to send, not receive.
I want to
Well-
reverse the polarity.
Chances are
That always
you may,
works. Just reverse the polarity.
you may get the data back, but you wouldn't erase theirs necessarily.
Well, the function's the same way.
Well,
If it's literally such siphoning,
yeah, but it wasn't designed to function that way. Anyway,
well, it's designed to.
is there any purpose for
cut
us
and
to
paste.
actually have the whole?
All right.
amount of
Well, let's
data?
just get up to the ship and stop there. So how's that sound?
Well, you could do that.
Or you could have a program to send the data to our ship.
This makes me think of that one episode of DS9 where O'Brien went against the Orion Syndicate and they tried to make it kind of semi-cyberpunk. You remember that? Where they had that computer spike that allowed him to hack.
Okay. I don't recall that one particularly.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
it was a thing.
Well, the Orion ship has already gone into warp, apparently going back to Hephaestus.
Well,
Well, let's beam up and go.
with the captain, of course.
Maximum warp.
Probably should.
I mean, it's a hostage now, so yeah.
Oh, we're beaming her up
I guess so.
And straight to the brig,
straight to the bridge.
Certainly.
locked up.
Didn't receive any medical attention.
Well, she's also infected if she sings any of the song.
Noise
Well-
canceling force field.
Yeah, the bridge.
And any medical attendants wear headphones. Do you have anybody deaf on staff?
Harkonnen methods.
Okay.
I mean, they had to wear the board because he was blind.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were able to get enough of the information to create a complete Aria plague, and they're now broadcasting it over every frequency.
Jam their communications.
You're listening to Orion Radio.
And of course, it will be raspberry.
Yes.
It's the only jam I know.
Yes. Spaceballs are.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to use the ship to attack their communications array?
Sure.
Attack! That's what I do.
Yeah.
Probably better than all these engineering solutions constantly.
Okay, so what's the ship doing now?
The ship.
I don't get to do this often enough. Weapons
Weapons, yeah, and
security?
yeah.
Okay, the ship's not built on
Weapons
this.
and engineering, probably.
Okay, because I'm shooting and aiming for a certain spot.
Yes.
Okay, so that's better. So that would be an 11.
Okay.
With my own assist?
No, you shoot with the.
You
have
act on the
better
computer.
chance.
You act on the ship's
Okay.
controls.
Alright. Okay, so it's for my stats.
Yes.
Okay. And the ship's assisting me then?
Yeah.
Okay. So control and security for me?
Yes.
Oh, that's easy there. That's a 6 and a 15. Still both successes. And then the ship doing weapons and engineering. That's not a success there. So I still got 2 successes.
How many do you
6
need?
though. So how many did I
You
need?
reroll.
You need 3.
I'll take
reroll.
1.
Okay.
Reroll with the ship.
There
Okay,
you
that's
go.
success for the ship. 3 successes.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay.
The ship's
And
The ship's got to have
we're
bigger.
using phaser banks?
Phaser
wait.
banks, yeah.
I gather, yeah, because it has a
Uh-huh.
higher damage toll.
Yep.
Sure.
4, 6, okay.
Not me.
It's a 6.
Well, you're spending 2 power.
2 power, okay.
One to keep the engine at full power and 1 to fire.
Fine.
Okay.
So mark down your power. How much damage you do?
Oh, that's shield. Whoops.
Okay. Well, are there? What's the? You got 2, 5, and 6, and you got a 2. So it'd be 4. What's 5 and 6? I mean, you get special.
Those are 1s.
Those are 1s, but you got special.
With a feature.
With a feature. What feature do you want to use?
Well, they list off they don't really list off ship ones on here. They just list
Total
off
annihilation.
personal ones.
We want total.
No, you just hit their shields.
Okay.
Hit the shield.
Vicious, then?
Their
Let's
shields
just-
aren't down. You don't even attack their. You just do damage to their shields.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did. It was. Okay, so I
Three.
only got 2 successes then.
Yeah.
Two.
Well, you got two.
Oh, yeah, 2. I forgot 2 was right. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 total.
4 total.
4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yes. So they still have plenty of shields on.
Okay.
Fire again.
Are they shooting back?
No,
Okay.
they're using their turn to just broadcast.
Okay. I want to scan for weakness
Okay.
because sensors
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
My control plus science, difficulty 1. I think I'm going to get this. Assisted by sensors plus security.
And we have advanced sensors, so we reduce the difficulty by 1.
Oh, I love this. All right. So, if it succeeds on our vessel's next attack before the end of the sensor operator's next turn, weapons gain piercing 2 quality, ignoring 2 of the target's resistance per effect roll. Further, if any bonus d20s are purchased for that next attack, it inflicts +1 die damage for each bonus d20 purchased.
Aha.
All right.
So, roll these.
You're spending another 2 power, 1 to match speed, and the other to fire again.
Okay.
This is just scanning.
I know, but in order to keep up and scan, let alone fire on them, you're
All right,
spending power.
roll your extra for the assist.
Okay.
Oh, look at that!
Your suggestion.
You got your momentum,
Just
okay?
max out our momentum.
Yes.
All right, burn everything when it comes time to shoot again.
Okay.
Well, you said they already took their turn.
Is this me shooting them?
No.
No.
This is
Oh.
scanning for weakness.
So you got the weakness, now you got
So
fire.
when in ship combat, everyone does something. I used the sensor area to scan for weakness on their ship.
Okay. I didn't know what I was just rolling.
You're probably just
No,
working on the engine.
pierced it.
Even though you're the medical, you're probably just making sure that you stay on target.
Right.
You're managing.
Stay on target.
Uh-huh.
Stay on target.
Okay. Well, anyway, you're firing now. So
Okay,
you gotta,
so this is a roll for
No.
firing then.
No. Is it?
What?
No, you got to
No.
roll.
No.
What did I just roll for then?
I don't know.
Okay.
You rolled to assist me with 1 die.
Okay, assist you with 1 die.
You don't have to.
You don't
You
have
already
to.
made
11,
it.
okay.
You maxed
Okay.
out anyway. All right, go ahead and roll for attacking.
Okay,
ship.
that's why I just stood there. That's why
Well,
I
that's-
didn't do.
That was your
Yeah,
declaration.
No,
Yeah.
no, you want to burn momentum. How
Okay.
many die can you add with momentum? Look on the sheet. I think you can add 2 extra die with momentum.
And how many is it burn? Get 3 momentum, so you get 2 extra die.
Yeah.
So burn 3 momentum,
Wow, burn 3 momentum. How much more?
get 2 extra die.
You'll give 2 extra dice.
2 or more d20s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then roll
Were you-
with the ship.
Were you getting 3 d20 to begin with?
Well, it's
For that?
2 for me, and then 1 for the ship.
Okay, 1 for the ship.
Now you want to roll your 4 dice. It already has piercing 2, ignoring 2 of their shields. And
Uh-huh.
every extra
Extra
one that you
die,
just bought
You get an extra one of these.
increased their D6 or D6s by 1.
So you get all 8 d6s then.
That's a 2, a 4, and a 4, and a 15. So those are all successes. And with me having focus of shipboard tactical systems, does that apply?
It sounds like it.
Okay.
So each of these counted to be a double then?
Just replace the stack.
Is that what I'm hearing then?
All right, now roll your
And then
8
1 for the
d6s.
ship. That's a 9 there.
You got all. All right, you got them all.
Okay.
You got 'em all.
Now roll damage.
All right, roll your
Okay,
8.
so
So
how
you
many?
have
8d6.
2 additional dice, and it's piercing 2, ignoring 2 of their shields.
Yeah. Do they have to roll for the shield?
No, it's just a static number. You have to beat their resistance.
Yeah. Okay, so roll 8 die.
We spent
Yeah, we spent
3.
2.
We spent
We
3
got 2
momentum.
though.
You got 2 extra
1 is
die.
1, 2 is 1.
You had 6 before, now you rolled 2 more.
So just a total 8. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then a 5 and a 6.
So 12, 13.
13. Every one of them
13.
is a usable number.
And ignoring 2 shields.
Yeah.
We got through it.
Well, you disabled their shields and their
Destroyed their
communications array.
communications,
They're still
alright.
moving, but their communications are shut.
Okay.
Okay.
They're no longer broadcasting, although they still have it on their computer.
This
Yeah.
concludes this broadcast.
And they're still at full warp, so
Okay. So am I shooting
Full
again
power.
to take it down?
Should we be scanning for weakness on the warp
Well, they
core?
don't have shields anymore.
they fire back.
Okay.
Okay.
Shields
We
up.
still have our full shield, so.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want this data back, or do we just want to make sure no one gets it?
Yes.
Yes.
No one gets it. I would think. I don't think.
I mean, you could fire a barrage and just.
Well, it sounds to me if they only had 40% of the data and they were able to reconstruct it, how they know they reconstructed it unless they tried it out with their own people? They're vicious people.
They are. They're Orions.
Yeah. Okay.
It's called a syndicate for a reason.
Okay.
They managed to hit.
Federation sounds friendly. Syndicate, not so much.
Yeah. How much shield do we have?
14.
14.
You have advanced shields, which you have to put 5.
Ah.
Yeah, this seems like a legit science vessel.
Well, sure.
We have advanced sensors, advanced research facility, secondary reactor, and advanced shields.
Your shields take 10 damage.
They must have got lucky too.
They got
Yeah,
a massive phaser array shot.
They burned a lot of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
back to you guys.
Okay. So you're focusing on their.
Would you like me to scan again?
That seems useful last time, yes.
All right.
Are you guys trying to disable their engines or just blow up the whole ship? Or
You're tactical. Where do you want me to scan?
The engines. I mean, if the engines blow up, that's on them, but they should have a better engineer over there.
Just saying, if you're using a barrage of photons, things are over quick. 1, 2, 3 successes on a 0 difficulty. I love our ship.
Okay.
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 So again, I roll 4 for
Spend
myself.
3 momentum
3 momentum.
Okay.
to add 2 more dice to your pool.
Okay. Okay, so let's see, that's 4 successes for me. And, well, actually, one of them is, if we're still including the shipboard tactical systems, is a double. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Then the ship,
Fail.
yeah, weapons and security, that is a failure. So it's not a success. Alright, so,
5. You get 1. Okay.
alright,
But you
so
still get the
total of
burn.
8 to roll for D6s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ignore shields for all the good that's going to do them.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 4 out, 3 out, 4 out,
The
2,
soul isn't as good, but that's
3,
okay.
4,
5, 6.
5, 6. Okay, so a total of 6 damage, 2 of which are 5 and 6. So,
Okay. You have disabled the warp core. You believe there may be a warp core breach happening within minutes.
we should probably transport the people over.
How long till the warp core breach?
5 minutes.
Or
Got
just transport
all
the
that
data
good
over. Yeah. Reprioritize the data.
How many life signs are on their engineering?
5.
Can I beam them over quickly to get them out of my way?
Okay.
I tell security go down to the transporter bay.
Yes. Beam them over to the brig, and then I'm gonna beam over to try and save this transport, this warp core,
Okay.
so we can. You know, we always seem to get these great mementos that we never get to keep.
Yes.
Daring and engineering difficulty of 4.
And this is a time thing.
All right,
I guess I'll go with you.
You got 1 chance.
I got 1 chance. 2 dice.
If this doesn't work, you blow up on the ship.
Well, Well, that's a way to TPK.
You stay on the ship.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise it'd be an extended work track, and there really is no reason for that.
5 minutes for a
No.
single no.
2, 4, 6 successes!
Okay. Well, I still transport it over with you.
I just got 2 momentum back!
You performed the most amazing repair.
That one.
Okay.
Apply the duct tape.
All right.
Your port is no longer breaching.
Oh, you're
It won't
repaired.
work, but
You're repaired to work.
All right.
I thought-
like impulse power, but you won't be able to take this thing to warp. But it's no longer.
Seal all doors on the ship so
Okay.
no one can get around.
Yeah. Engineering.
Daring engineering?
Daring security.
Daring security. I could do that.
Okay, you went over.
Yeah,
there.
that's you.
Yeah.
You know, you took your life in your hands. You could have lost both of you.
That's fine. I have an
Oh, yeah, right.
Ooh, that was closer. 1 success for me. I'm going to use a 1 to
Okay,
reroll.
wasn't that
That's
a
a
1?
7.
Oh, it's a 7.
That's a
Okay.
7. You re-emphasize.
Okay, the angle is.
That's 2 successes now.
Okay, you match.
Okay.
You're able to close all the doors.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what, boss?
Now it's going to be daring engineering with a difficulty of 3 to reroute all controls to the engineering. That way, the command. That way, the bridge can't interfere with you.
How about we just pump anesthetine gas into everything except engineering?
Well, you don't.
Would their
you don't
Orion
know if
ship
they
have that?
You don't know that.
If they have replicators.
We don't know if they have that.
That's where really rough pairs were in its original series too.
This is my chicken sandwich and coffee. I don't care what it takes. I want the ship.
Alright, rerouting to engineering.
But then, how did the triples get into something that was replicated if it wasn't just somehow
Exactly.
shipped?
I think that was it was more likely it's being cooked somewhere and they just got moved to
Yeah, like a
a big vending machine.
terminal lift kind of thing.
Alright,
Yeah.
rerouting to engineering.
Okay.
Computers, difficulty
3.
3. Engineering, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm assisting.
Because otherwise, the bridge can still lock you out of everything.
Instead of daring engineering?
You daring engineer.
Okay, good. Ooh, I got 1
Roll on the
success.
computer. 2, 3, 4.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
And you got one.
5.
You got one, so there that goes. Yeah. You have locked controls to engineering. You still can only move at impulse power.
But we don't really want the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need it to go anywhere.
Okay, you just want to extract the 40% of the data,
And then
or extract all of it so
erase
they never can put it back together. Or?
Yeah, all of it.
Start extracting data.
And
Instead of
erase
extracting
it.
that data, I want to extract any other information they have on the ship.
You want intel on this?
Yeah.
Intel and Orions.
Yeah, sure. Where have they been?
Uh-huh. You don't have to tell us better.
All right, you're going to be daring and security.
Thank you.
No.
No?
Reason security.
Okay.
And you're going to be reason engineering.
Oh, thank you. Using the computer, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Greatest talent ever.
Only this was set in the Enterprise era before a significant use of computers.
3 success.
Okay.
I'm going to use 1 point of momentum.
He'll get it back for his.
You have 2
It was
successes.
reason security, 2 successes.
Okay, you match. You met you.
All right.
Cool. While that transfer rate's going, can I depressurize the area immediately outside engineering?
Sure. You're able to find out the information you couldn't find out before
From my data or his data?
from your data.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
What
The
about
Thomas,
Sue's data?
the
I
Thomas
asked
Dooley thing you couldn't figure out.
Okay.
Apparently, his father owned gambling debts to Volko's mother's gambling syndicate.
Nice.
Of course.
His dad is a senior, well-regarded admiral who fled Orion space in the hopes of leaving the debt behind. Volko found Dooley, and now the debt has come due. That's why
Ooh.
Dooley manipulated the device.
So sins of the father, debts of the father. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like Ferengi.
Yeah.
Gets complicated when money gets involved. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that then.
All right, so you're able to get the complete information to the Aria. Do you want to just destroy it or archive it on your ship?
I'm gonna archive it. Sometime they'll let me keep some of this stuff.
You're deleting it off of their ship, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna rewrite it with a endless loop of Nyan cat. Meow 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 meow.
Oh, okay. So you're replacing it with something so they don't realize right away that they lost it. That's a good
Enormous.
You overwrite the data so they can't recover it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that. There, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not meme. Because memes exist in the 23rd century.
I mean, they would.
Okay. Okay.
The entry in the Federation's database. A bunch of humans killing way too much time with stupid pictures.
Sounds like that would
Under
be
the
the description
eugenics
in the
wars came
Hitchhiker's Guide. How would the Hitchhiker's Guide describe memes?
I don't know.
I mean, Douglas Adams trying to interpret something that, exists long
Humans
after him.
being mostly harmless.
Oh, we should probably maybe wipe out their star banks. Anyway, their star banks, their star charts, so they can't find their way.
You've just downloaded all their star charts and everything. You want to know
Well, I know where they are.
stand.
I want them to not be able to
Yeah.
find their way.
Hmm.
They're stuck in impulse. They're
Oh, wow, that
lost.
sounds like cruel and unusual punishment.
Why do we
They
need
want-
to worry about that? Let's just take their dilithium.
I mean, did they use dilithium?
I bet they use a black hole.
That's rockets.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they use singularity.
Singularity, same.
Probably didn't show the mechanics of.
No, Orion ships? No.
Okay.
They do have one shuttle pod.
We need to disable this vessel in a spectacular way.
Oh, I thought you just did. Took out their warp core. And make sure they can't fix the warp core, so they'll be putting along until someone comes to We took out their...
Press Control Z on the warp core and beam back.
Eject, yeah.
No, Control Z, undo.
Undo.
Oh, let it off.
I think being good Federation citizens, we should probably give them a chance to survive. Besides, we have their entire engineering staff. What are they going to do?
The Brig reports that all the infected, captured people
Yes.
are flinging themselves against the energy, injuring themselves to the point where it's like if they will kill themselves by flinging themselves against.
Have
If
them
we don't,
sedated.
Yeah, that's your job, Doc.
yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got the gas. We can pump the gas and knock them out into their cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was this a Wanderer class, Orion vessel, Orion scout ship, Orion Marauder, Interceptor, or Freighter? Did it describe it at all?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just looking at the Memory Alpha website.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking at Orion vessel.
Oh, yeah. They have a picture of it?
In the cartoon.
Oh, that's a cartoon.
Yeah.
That looks cartoonish.
It does.
Not a real practical.
So you want to head back to the Hephaestus?
Yes.
Yeah. You need to put that data under quarantine so it doesn't get out.
Or make it the #1 top-selling album in the Federation.
They apparently did attack the USS Huron for their cargo of dilithium crystals. So yes, they must use dilithium crystals.
Okay.
There we go.
So you took their dilithium crystal.
Or the fact that dilithium is one of the most valuable things out there.
So when you make it back to the Hephaestus, the station is quiet and running lights are off in several sections. Sensors show the crew scattered across the station, all alive. Any open audio channel to the station reveals that the Aria plague is being played on every speaker.
Because we didn't successfully
Yes.
disable it.
No.
Alright. Can I use my computer skills with the doctor's
Yeah.
medical skills here to make a counterweight that operates at the opposite rate?
a sort of antivirus.
Yeah, good
The
answer.
McAfee.
Well, they said
The
the
McAfee solution.
one lady was supposed to be working on a cure. So apparently there was a cure was available, or someone thought they could make one.
So we can at least silence it from playing by playing the exact opposite.
Well, yeah, noise canceling.
Neon Tap. That's actually the opposite.
And essentially,
Where we play it in reverse. Ah, there we go.
coming to take you away, haha.
The Aria plague spreads acoustically but contains a vast amount of information that needs to be extracted and given somewhere stable to exist. The infected are so desperate to vocalize and infect others because of the way the information can be passed on faster and the damage minimized. As a result, the Arias plague own infection tactics will hamper you.
Well, let's see now. It sounds like the station doesn't have shields up. We could beam canisters of knockout gas in all the sections that we protect people in. Put them out. Can we remotely control their audio transmission inside the station until you turn it off? Or just wear our suits and
Apparently, they automated the system the Dystrom Institute
Yeah.
put together to try to analyze this. And artificial intelligence, making it very difficult to locking down security systems left and right faster than a human can deal with them. Because that's what AIs do.
I mean, I'm just saying, noise can't travel in a vacuum.
True. We're safe as long as we don't turn on the radio.
He's saying, suck out the air.
Suck out.
Or blow out the air from the station.
Well, it'd be a shame to kill all those people.
They can survive.
With no air? Where?
For a
What
little
planet
bit.
are you from?
For a little bit.
For a little bit.
Exhale.
Get your medical teams ready.
Wait till you see this transporter script. I'm writing macros.
Need an insight plus medicine task difficulty of 3.
Oh, that's on medical.
Insight. Okay. 14 on that. Difficulty of 3. I probably need assistance on that.
I got 9.
I got 12.
Okay.
There you go.
Uh,
I'm not
14.
insightful.
One
You rolled
success.
at 18.
And I get to re-roll the 18.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
we earned it.
Another success. Okay.
I need to re-roll mine.
Okay.
I got the exact same. Fail.
Spend another 2 to
Spend
reroll
another
again.
2.
Yeah.
Re-roll yours, yeah.
You get the score.
Success.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So.
You discover that what is being broadcast along the Hephaestus is an incomplete version,
Yeah.
and you believe that if you were to transmit the complete version of the Aria plague,
Yeah.
it would actually calm them down and restore some sort of balance, coherence to them. Yes.
Ah.
So it's like having an earworm, but you don't remember the whole song. So you're like,
Okay.
what's the rest of that song?
They are desperately
know
trying
the
to hum it
chorus.
to try to fill in the blanks.
Okay. So we
Have the complete song.
we wake up people in our brig
Yep.
and
You transmit the complete
transmit
song.
the complete song to them. See what
They
happens.
stop flinging themselves in.
Yeah.
They're docile now.
Okay. So we can quit transmitting. Period. And then-
Well, at least to the ones
Yeah.
the ones on the station still need to.
Right. We need to override their radio systems.
It's gonna be a reason plus engineering difficulty of 2.
Just 2?
Okay.
Using computers?
Yes.
3 successes.
Okay.
Okay. So
You override every screen and every speaker with the complete version and the chaos columns.
aha.
Now we need to send them a bunch of mashed potatoes so they can make a big plateau.
You notice that one of the engineers was inside the airlock, almost ready to just launch themselves out when they just stand there.
But I got macro these people aboard that do that.
Just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yes.
But now we have to figure out what is their final result. They're calm, but are they like comatose? Are they back to normal? What is it?
Are there enough of them that are infected that something is coming of it?
Everyone on the entire ship, on the entire
Starbase.
station, Starbase,
Yeah.
is singing the whole song now.
Okay.
And if you were to translate it, I'm going to make a
Eat at Joe's.
no, obviously without listening to it, but letting the computer.
Yeah, let the computer
Sure.
analyze it.
It's going to be insight and
Maybe it's on.
medicine. Insight and medicine.
Oh, okay. I made it 14 there.
Pardon?
The computer's assistant?
Yeah.
So it'd be computers and what else? Or
Okay, I got one success
or
there.
communications?
Communication, yeah.
Communications and medicine, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be 11 for that. That's one success.
Okay, I got one success.
Okay, you matched.
Yeah.
You find out that whoever created this plague were known as the Zakra. Whatever this song is of, it's basically a history of their homeworld.
Huh.
That colonies chose to engage in a migration. They converted their world into a starship and set out in space to explore. After centuries, Zacrio began to fade. As it did, those who remained decided while they had to leave, they weren't ready for the planet to die. Using technology recovered from their many visits to other worlds, they copied and encoded the entire history of their journey and their own personalities to a single artificial intelligence. Then they built the breadcrumb satellites to transmit the AI to nearby worlds or ships to house intelligent life. Zacra assumed that any race that reached sentience would be able to understand them. They assumed it would be a simple matter of introducing themselves and conversing with their new hosts before being transferred to a stable computer network or transmitted further away using their host technology. The sheer amount of information overwhelmed the plague's hosts more often than not. The amount of time it took to be able to communicate was almost always too much. The already replaced copies all failed, and only the original still on Zacra remains. Zacra just want their planet to survive. Now they bring death everywhere they go. So it's like that thing from Picard. It just sent like an entire person's history. This is an entire culture's history being forcibly put into your brain through a song.
Okay. I think that's a bad idea. They should not have done this.
So we didn't start the fire.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
But covering thousands of years.
Yes.
Yes.
But still just as catchy.
So how do we deprogram people who've heard this?
Get some water, a towel, you hold them down, and until they start behaving better, you just keep pouring.
That shows you're from the government.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
So obviously, I guess they use some sort of a fractal method, because they're only able to copy over 40% of the song, and yet it was enough to have a complete version of the song.
Well, it wasn't a complete version. Apparently, it was enough to drive people crazy, and that's why it never worked.
What was on the space station was partial.
Right. Well, no, everywhere. Nobody had a full copy of it. Nobody.
Arias had a partial. The station had a partial. The one you got through had a full, and they were able to get enough information. Basically, it was like a torrent. BitTorrent looks for the information. Okay, you have this complete set.
Yeah, little bits.
This is all you need left, and just
Okay.
yeah.
Has the Federation met the binars yet? Maybe they can help out.
I mean, what about their entire civilization too?
Or it's the start of it.
Apparently, the best you can do at this point is to just stop the broadcast, and they're just going to keep singing and hanging into themselves and declare this area just a dangerous zone, quarantine, while someone else.
That's the best. Terrible answer.
Yeah, it is. Pretty good.
Are there any ships docked here? Because we kind of have to destroy them if we're going to do this.
Nobody's currently docked. There's
Shuttle
just-
bay?
There are a couple shuttles, but they haven't left.
We kind of need to make sure they can't leave if this is our answer.
Okay. Well, I think Maybe sometime in
Okay,
the
so-
future we can analyze this song, this data, and figure out way to.
Here's the question though. Okay, they're seeing, but are they able to like still interact with things?
They really aren't. They're just kind of captivated by all this information.
Okay. so
Wandering around, not really doing their jobs. or
Nobody's
anything,
able to do any work on the space station.
No, no.
So they're a bunch of
The
invalids,
artificial
pretty much.
intelligence is taking care of everything for them. And,
yeah,
it's
so
still
they old
intent,
folks home.
and is still intent on spreading the message because
Yeah.
it too is infected.
You can't feed them. Well, when the artificial intelligence got the whole song down, did it?
You broadcast the whole
I mean,
song,
it-
and it has the whole thing, and it will continue to try to broadcast it. Part of changing
Yeah.
it was also, disabling this AI.
Can we
so-
call Starfleet Medical to come in and try and research this?
Starfleet Medical is already trying to, and now it's just escalated to the point where I don't know what to do with it.
Well, it sounds to me like we have to destroy this AI. Because if it's still trying to broadcast.
There's that, yeah. Because obviously we try to.
Yeah, just send
Find
a
any method.
subspace signal.
Yeah.
You can shut it down,
Good.
and of course the Daystrom Institute will have to come in with some of their engineers in order to.
Fucking somebody else come in and help with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I think we just destroy it. Why just shut it down? Just destroy it. But obviously the AI failed.
We need to save the people though.
Well, yeah, you can destroy the computer without killing the people. The people, yeah, they're going to have to. You have something different. You don't want to use Daystrom's AI. Daystrom's AI is dangerous. This somebody's AI take care of people. Somebody else. So,
Alright, well, that was the mission.
okay.
How many
All right.
more are left?
Oh, 20.
Yeah, but it's bad for this game.
No, 2.
Two
The next
left.
one's called That Which Is Unknown.
Okay.
Okay.
Father has decided that we need to actually implement something of our Children of the Gods game once we're done with these.
Okay.
So
You got 2
I
weeks
need to solidify some stuff.
to not only make up
everything
decent
stuff.
character sheets, but a mission, or at least some sort of mini campaign.
I have plenty of time. You've been working on this thing for 2 years or more.
Pretty much.
Certainly, you have missions in mind at the beginning.
But you're gonna run it, so it's all you, buddy.
Yes.
Start play some Fallout. We'll have an idea in no time.
I've watched every Fallout video, all the lore, all the
This
builds.
mission almost sounded like a Voltec experiment.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. We actually got some good roles in this. I used to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any inspiration between this and the one TV show? It had Brent Spiner in it. It had like aliens basically trying to invade.
I don't know, you want to stop the stream while you think about it?
Yes,
Say
right.
bye-bye.
That sounds straight.
Until next time, happy
Bye-bye.
gaming! Woo!
And where's the cursor? I can't find the